So Lauryn Hill is responding to the report that the Fugees have canceled their upcoming tour 3 days before they were supposed to have their first date. And she's claiming it's due to low ticket sales that were the result of misinformation in the media. Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So first of all, let me just report to you what people have been saying, because I know people have their jokes about Lauryn Hill being late, and that's part of the reason why that this tour is being canceled, or there's some infighting amongst the Fugees. As someone that saw them perform recently at Barclays Center, they seem to be in such a good place as a group. And when I heard the news that they were canceling this portion of the tour, I said to myself, okay, people are running with the narrative that they've canceled the tour. They've done dates already. They've done a leg of this tour. Yes, there have been cancellations. However, they have been doing it. So I didn't think it was such a big deal until, of course, multiple media outlets are reporting, oh, it's been canceled, it's been canceled. They do this all the time. There's all kinds of narratives that are out there. Well, Variety reported this past week, just a couple of days ago, that Lauryn Hill and the Fugees' 2024 tour is quietly canceled 3 days before the first date. They said the U.S. tour by Miss Lauryn Hill and the Fugees set for late summer and fall has been canceled, with the dates removed from Ticketmaster and ticket holders receiving notices about receiving funds late Tuesday. No reason was offered to fans for the cancellation in the refund notices that went out. Reps for Hill and the tour promoter Live Nation did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Ticket holders posted screenshots of a message that they received from Live Nation stating simply, "Your event has been canceled. A refund will be on its way to your account soon." So the tour was set to begin on Friday, tomorrow, in Tampa, with the American leg climaxing at the Hollywood Bowl on September 17th and shows in New York and New Jersey on September 20th and 21st. Other cities that were scheduled for now canceled shows included Atlanta, Philadelphia, Dallas, Houston, and Milwaukee, 18 U.S. dates in all. So here's the thing. I also can understand where there might have been low ticket sales, because a lot of the cities that they're going to see, although I love Lauryn Hill, I just saw her. If she was to come back here to New York City, I probably wouldn't go either. So, and as someone that has been touring and is learning the business of touring, I definitely have a different perspective now when I report on tours and how tours are handled. And yes, they are big money makers for R&B acts, hip hop acts, especially for those that don't make money in music. Streaming doesn't pay, and the music business doesn't pay like it used to. Not the heyday of what they were making. And if you recall, there were reports several years ago that the Fugees were offered a major deal that included touring that they all could have made millions of dollars from, and they ended up walking away from that for a variety of different reasons, reportedly. So Lauryn Hill is now speaking out because there have been so many reports that the Fugees have flaked on us again. She says this in a statement on her social media. "With difficulty, the decision was made to pull down our upcoming North American tour dates." That's important to note because the tour isn't over. "The shows in the UK and Europe are moving forward as planned." And that's another thing too. Europe, outside the United States, they appreciate our music, R&B and hip hop, way more than the United States consumers do. You go to Japan, you go to Europe, you can do residencies based off of how much they appreciate these artists overseas. That's why a lot of people, R&B acts and just Black artists, have left the United States over the years and decades to just do their music in those countries. So Lauryn continues, and she says, "Last year, I faced an injury that necessitated the rescheduling of some of the shows." And mind you, that literally happened right after the New York City show that she did. She ended up canceling her show date. Regrettably, some of the media outlets penchant for sensationalism and clickbait headlines have seemingly created a narrative that has affected ticket sales for the North American portion of the tour. The trust and faith I have in my intentions and my commitment to my art seem to have been overshadowed by this unfortunate portrayal. Sidebar though, Lauren, I need you to take a little bit of accountability because there have been stories that Lauryn Hill has been hours late. And when I say stories, there have been in-person accounts of people that have experienced that. However, I will say, as someone that went to their show recently, I think where people misunderstand based off Lauryn doesn't have an opening act, but the tickets say 7 o'clock. So people are expecting Lauryn's going to come out at least 7:45, 8 o'clock. No, the way it worked out, Lauryn ended up coming out like 8:45, but they had a DJ and that portion of the show. And I believe the DJ came out around 8 o'clock. I can't remember. But if you listen to the podcast review that I did on it, I talk about it. And to me, I felt like, oh, well, that's a little realistic, a little bit more realistic. And sidebar, people like Madonna, and I know Madonna's been criticized, and I think even sued recently for being late. But I remember Madonna's been doing this for years, and she didn't have an opening act, but the ticket said to arrive at a certain time, and she didn't come on for a couple of hours. But you know how some of y'all do. Y'all on CP time and don't end up coming to a show like literally right before they come out, or maybe you've learned, okay? So Lauryn continues. She said the audiences in the UK and Europe not only haven't seen the Miseducation anniversary performance yet, they also haven't seen the Fugees perform together in over 25 years. We have. So I didn't even realize this version of the tour has not gone overseas yet. And I can see why those ticket sales are going to be fine. Again, the dates that she was going to do here in North America, they did extremely well. I don't know if they sold out the Barclays, but Barclays was packed. I just don't imagine, especially because literally that concert wasn't that long ago, that people are going to be like, okay, I'm going to go see Lauryn in the Fugees. Yes, the nostalgia will be there, but I'm not going to go back. Again, that's something that I've learned as well. You know, we had our sold out New York City show. Then we had another New York City show. It wasn't sold out necessarily, but we still did very well. But it was, you know, it's a whole process. It's also about when is the show? How long ago was the other show? There are so many elements that sometimes you can narrow down and figure it out, and sometimes you just can't. You're like, was something else going on? I was where was I? Nashville. The same day in Nashville, we didn't sell out in Nashville. I'll be very transparent with you guys. We didn't sell out in Nashville, but literally I'm in my green room and all of a sudden I hear Music Soul Child performing in the other room that they have there. I was like, oh, so that might be one of the reasons why ticket sales didn't necessarily sell out or sell as big as some of the other cities, because you have a competing person of the same night. I can't compete with Music Soul Child. People are like, I want to go hear some music and vibe out and not hear Kempire gossip. I understand. Music Soul Child he sounded great. I can hear him from my dressing room. I even made jokes about it. Remember Nashville? But that's the business. Anyway, so Lauryn continues. She says, performing for my fans is a profound exchange of energy and emotion that excites me every time. Every show is a piece of my expression and testament to our connection and shared love for music. I can assure you that no one is more disappointed about not being able to perform than I am. Know that I am not only grateful for those who appreciate and support my art, but that I fight and push through all kinds of resistance to put together experiences that mean something for all of us. I love being able to bring these performances to you. I appreciate your understanding. We're looking forward to performing the shows in the UK and Europe in October. And for our fans in North America, when these unforeseen circumstances are resolved, we'll be back in full force. With love, respect, and honesty, Miss Lauryn Hill. I mean, though, sidebar, y'all, isn't Pras supposed to be going to prison? That federal case? So y'all gonna have to come back to the U.S. Before that. Can he even leave the country? Maybe he's getting special permission so that he can go make up this money. That's a whole other story. If you missed my report on Pras and him being convicted of some interesting high crimes, Google schmoogle it here on YouTube. All right. Guys, as always, I want to know your reaction to the news that the Fugees have decided not to continue their North American tour dates due to low ticket sales. And Lauryn is saying that's based off of just sensationalism in the media? Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.